Hey, it's Tom from Pack Hacker, and in this video, I'm excited to unveil the Air Ultra Sling. We've worked on this thing for about 17 months and done a ton of different prototypes with Air. I'm super excited to walk you through every little feature as well as how I pack it. And if you want a chance to win one of these of your own, go check out our main channel YouTube video to enter for the giveaway. And if you find this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe so we can keep making you content to help you travel smarter. Let's jump in and check it out. All right, let's get into this thing. But first, the first rule of Fight Club is we don't talk about Fight Club. So starting off with the overall silhouette of the bag, this ended up to being a little bit rounder than what we initially did on one of the early prototypes, which was a little bit more boxy. On a boxier piece, you can typically fit in more gear. You lose a little bit of capacity when you round things out. We just thought that the trade-off was a lot better with it rounder. It just looks a lot better on a person than if it's boxy, a little bit more refined, which I dig. Moving on to the hardware, we pretty much stuck to what Air typically does. We have reverse coil YKK zippers here, this little metal pull, and then a larger Hypalon pull. A couple of the details I really like is we got the teal in there from Pack Hacker. It says Pack Hacker right here. And then if you flip it over, it says Air on the other side. So I liked working on those little details with Air. We put in just enough Pack Hacker to make it feel Pack Hacker, but we didn't overtake the Air brand. And that's what I've really been loving doing with a lot of these collabs like Matador as well. Other external components, these lash loops at the bottom are great. They provide a small anchor point if you want to use them. However, if you don't, they just lay flat against the bag. One thing I've been doing quite a bit of is putting a little utility loop down here in the bottom on both sides and then holding a small travel umbrella, but you can do anything, carabiner, anything of that nature. Carabiners also fit pretty well over here on these sides too. So plenty of options for hanging gear outside and off of this sling without compromising the overall look, because some slings, they just have so many straps and hooks going on and it ends up creating not that clean of a look, which I don't dig. All right, and then an earlier iteration too, we started with like this nylon. So this one is ballistic nylon and this is just a lower denier nylon. I liked that material at first. It's a little bit more flexible than what we ended up with here, the Ultra 200X. But through testing, I was in Lisbon for like a week and we just had torrential downpours. And through that testing, all my gear inside got soaked. So we decided to move things up to a little bit more weather resistance with the external fabric. And these zippers help keep the water out as well. So your gear is gonna stay a lot drier in here than with one of these original nylon versions. Another thing we did on an original version had no back panel. So you can see here that we have this nice padded mesh back panel that one, helps with comfort, and then two, helps if you're wearing a slicker jacket like the Patagonia Nano Puff that we recommend a lot, or an exterior rain shell that's a little more slippery. This not only creates a more comfortable carry, but it prevents the sling from slipping around as well. On the earlier iteration, we didn't have that, and that was one of the things that we added. All right, and moving on to the nylon strap here. We decided to go a little bit thinner, which I really dig for travel. I think when it gets too thick, it just starts to get a little bit bulkier. We wanted to keep a little bit of a lower profile with it. Got a nice little Hypalon tab here. And then my absolute favorite feature on the outside of this sling is this rotating Duraflex buckle right here. So not only does this allow you to detach the strap if you don't want to use it and just use that as a pouch, but one of the things I notice in a lot of slings is depending on if you have it on your chest or by your side, it can hang a little bit weird or create weird wrinkles in the strap. And we worked on this a lot. So no matter how you have this oriented, no matter which side you wear it on, these rotating Duraflex clips here are just gonna give you a little bit of flexibility and let the sling hang on your body a little bit more naturally, depending on how tight or loose the strap is or where the sling is. And I'll show you what that looks like right now. All right, so here's the sling on its loosest setting. This is where it is on me. I don't really typically wear it like this. I wear it a little bit higher, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like down low. So I know some people like to wear it to the side, like a little bit more messenger style, but these rotating clips help you out with that a little bit depending on where it goes. Next, I'm gonna adjust this closed loop system so we don't get any of that dangling strap at all, but I'm gonna hike this up a little bit more to where I typically like to wear this. for one bag travel. So I like to wear it a little bit higher on my body, but still low enough to where it feels natural to open this thing and access things inside. I'll typically wear my backpack on my back and then this on the front when I'm traveling. I don't really like to have it too high. I don't like to get those T-Rex arms going if I'm just like trying to pull up my passport. So this for me is the ideal height. And if I rotate it onto the back, this is how it looks as well. Let me give you one final setting. I'll pull it up a little bit more and you can see how these rotating straps work again when it's a little bit tighter. I typically don't hike it up this much, but I will if I'm doing something, you know, going for a run or doing something a little bit more adventurous. That's when we get that advantage here. So this is it up a little bit higher. It stays really tight to my body. And then I'll just put it in the back as well so that you can see it like that. All right, so let's see how I'm organizing this 2-liter sling, starting with these secondary compartments. Let's do this one in the back first. There's a little sneaky fabric welt here, so the zipper and the zipper pull inside isn't super visible. I've gone to clubs, movie theaters, I've even been searched by the Thai police, and no one ever checks this zippered pocket. So if you want to sneak in a granola bar or something like that, it's a perfect place for it. All right, let's open this thing up. Inside, I've got my passport and mask as well. The mask has been super critical in Thailand's just overall struggling air quality at the moment. I've been wearing this a lot when I've been on the motorbike. It's been great. And my passport in here as well. The back opens up. You can see there's a little bit of depth, but not too much. And we have this ripstop nylon here. It's gray. It makes it really easy to see things inside. So I'll just set these aside for now. Now, my favorite compartment that Alan, the founder of Air, and I, or co-founder of Air, and I spent a lot of time working on. So this front pocket opens up and it's got, ta-da, a little 3-area organization system. On one of the originals, we started with this big dump pocket, which some plastic in here, just gonna move that out of the way, which is fine for dumping things in, but the more we talked about it, and what I really like with slings is when you have the ability to separate some of these smaller items. So if you look in here, just see how I have it. I've got like, you know, this little inhaler, I've got some lip balm, I've got a little USB cable from InCharge. In this pocket, I've got AirPods, earplugs, and then that's that pocket, and then keys on this side that stay separate and they don't scratch things up. So I really like the ability to separate all that stuff and segment it and know exactly where it is. So when I open this front pocket, I know that this stuff is on that side, this stuff is in the middle, and my keys are always on the right side away from anything else. If you have a main dump pocket like this, you can't really organize things. It's all just kind of in there. It creates a weird shape for the bag. You have to dig around and try to find things inside. So overall, I really, really like the way that turned out. Originally, we just had it split into 2 pockets, but it like wasn't enough dimension. I just wanted the feeling of opening this pocket and being able to just dump individual items in and knowing exactly where they are at all times. All right, kicking it off with the main compartment. I really like that we added 2 zipper pulls here so you can get access to the main compartment on either side or just right in the middle. Opening it up, you can see 3 distinct sections. So we have this main compartment here, which holds the bulk of my stuff, this padded device compartment in the back, and then we have this zippered pocket up here in the front, which I affectionately like to call the junk drawer, but it keeps getting cut out of the video scripts for some reason.
My bad.
I really think we should call it a junk drawer. I don't know, a junk drawer. All right, opening this up, I'm just gonna pull my items out. We've got my glasses case, which is pretty scratched up, as you can see, but that's not gonna happen anymore because the keys are separate now. There's nothing to scratch them up. And then I have my slim fold wallet right here, just some hauls, my battery bank, and my Peak Design mobile tripod. You can see that it's not a ton of stuff and I still had extra room in there. However, I just like to keep these items inside. I don't like to have too many items if there's no organization. This is just all I need. But this junk drawer is a perfect area. Well, first of all, I like the little teal zipper pull, so it's easy to see and it's Pack Hacker approved. But if you open this thing up, this is a catch for things like transit cards that I might use again or get a refund on, hotel key cards, and just coins. If you're ever going to a country with a lot of coins, this is the perfect place for them. I really like to have a dedicated spot because if coins just go into the main sling, you know, I'm pulling up my glasses case and there's one like caught in here and then all of a sudden it flies on the ground and then, you know, I got a yard sale right out in front of me. So I don't like that, but I like that there's a dedicated place for all that stuff. in this front zippered pocket right here. Also in here, there's an air tag, a little pocket for an air tag, which I like that it's hidden and inside here and within a zipper. So even if it falls out of the pocket, it's gonna stay within the zippered area. So let me just pull that out and you can see, there we go, boom, PH2 air tag. Got everything tracked. All right, and then this padded pocket in the back, this fits my Kindle perfectly, which I really dig. I just love having this sling, like you bring it to the cafe, you have your Kindle in here at all times. I really like that it's sized like perfectly to fit in here, so I don't need a bigger bag or a backpack. Kindle's totally fine, and it's padded and protected back here. A lot of people put their phone back here. I just typically have that in my pocket since I'm taking it out so often, but that also is a good place for that. And then next up, we've got the Pack Hacker and Air branding back here. This is a Hypalon material, and we can see this Ultra at the bottom here. This is also a great spot for a pen. This was Alan and Andy's idea over at Air. They get a ton of customer feedback that people typically will put like a pen or like an Apple Pencil up here. And I think that's just a great built-in feature of this little Hypalon tag. And that's the main compartment. I love this sling, and of course I'm biased, but between my experience reviewing gear and Air's experience with product development, I think we came up with something really special. I'm really excited to see what you think. We'll see you in the next video.